YouTube. Hey, it's a cooking video I decided to do again today. And it's a very simple, very easy. We're going to ad-lib a lot of this like I always do here on the channel. But guess what we're making? Yes, if you saw the title right. We're making Hawaiian ham sliders, ham and cheese sliders. And I went to the store and recipe calls for 2 of these things. Besides that, I'm hungry. So, and Angie will probably be hungry too. So, I guess this will take care of us. Maybe some leftovers. Who knows? That's not the only thing you're going to need. Is 2 packs of Hawaiian rolls. The sweet rolls, Hawaiian sweet rolls. That's what they recommend. Or you can use regular dinner rolls and all that stuff. What you are going to need, just got to the store. You're going to need about a pound of deli ham, which we got. And I got this on sale because it was 2 for $5 for a store brand. So we got 2 packs of Swiss cheese. So it's going to be pretty cheesy and that. We got a thing of Worcestershire sauce you're going to need. You're going to need some minced onions. You're going to need some poppy seeds. And you're going to need some Dijon mustard. And don't forget to mix that in properly. You're going to need about 3/4 of a stick of butter, which is basically 3/4 sticks of butter. As always, you're going to need a stick and a half. So you need all this. And when it says 1/4 cup right there, so about half a stick. So a stick and a half, not 3/4 of a stick. So it's a full stick and a half, because that's how much cup of butter I'm going to need. And the rest is usually tablespoons. I just ad-lib this. It's about 3 or 4 shakes. This is probably just one, not quite a decent squeeze, maybe one simple squeeze. And just shake some of that in. We'll just shake some of that in. And we'll just shake some of that in. So we'll just ad-lib those areas. But there's actual recipes you can follow online. But right now, we're just going to put it together because we're going to ad-lib this thing. We got to make sure we have a pan like this. This has got to hold 12 dinner rolls. So we're just going to get some out real quick. Get that tray out ready to go. And we'll just get this tray ready to go. And we're going to prep the sandwiches first before we prep the other stuff first, okay? I got these on sale, so it's going to be kind of almost at date. So it's not going to come out clean. Never does come out clean anyway when you buy these rolls. And what I do is take 3 off, take a bread knife cutter, and just kind of slice them in half. And we'll just, they want us to break them apart into individuals. So, and you just come over to the pan. Let me get up there real quick. Let me aim it up. Whoops. Hello there. Like I said, aiming is not very good today. So we'll just aim it right there, okay? So we'll see a little bit of everything. So we'll just put the bottoms, save the tops over there, put the bottoms in, and we'll just continue doing basically the same all the way through. And that. So save the tops for later. And we'll see in a second when it's all done. We have all 24 rolls. We saved the tops over here for later. Now we'll just put a layer of ham in. You gotta be generous with your ham, they say. So, as we are going to be layering down the ham, be very generous with it. We don't get too generous on the first layer because you need a layer of ham, a layer of cheese, and another layer of ham. So basically, we'll show you what we meant right here. But we're almost done with this one already. I mean, it's going by pretty well quick here. See how I just layer this down? You want to get a second layer in. Make sure it's spread out. I like this ham because it spreads out really decently. Just kind of throw it on there. Don't have to place them on individual buns. Don't do that, because they want you to do this instead. And that's it for this part right here. Just very simple, very quick, very easy, just like that. Now they gotta add the cheese. Didn't say how much they need. Excuse me there. I should have pre-cut this before the video. I should have pre-cut this. Because we gotta add this. I got one pack. It says 10. It always has 10 slices of cheese. But I saw in the video, they layer some cheese. They will overlap. I may have to open up my other package of cheese because they want plenty of it, which I may have to do. But I'll probably have to do anyway, so I'll just open up the other package. Okay. We're just going to finish twisting this up here. Because it's a Hawaiian, you guys think I'm going to add pineapple to this? No. No pineapple on this one. It's not a pineapple recipe. Just kind of spread 20 slices of cheese. That's probably it. If you do, I just take one in half and just put one right there to kind of fill the spots and that. Now you use the rest of the deli ham, which I don't have much left. I got about that much left, so we'll just finish up with the deli ham and that. So, because you need at least a pound. I got just a hair over a pound, so just gotta finish this because this is your this is what's gonna mend the mend it together. That's what they call when it melts, when the cheese melts. So just spread out what left. Just basically spread out what's left of your ham that you got from the deli department. Which I can put a little tear there, and a little tear over here, and probably wherever it is, I can just fill up the gaps and that. So all my ham is done. And now all we have to do for right now is to top it with our tops. We're not done yet because once we get topping it, we gotta get the saucepan and start melting our butter and mend the other ingredients together. So as we're looking at something similar to this. Somehow I'm missing. There we go. I found it. So it looks something like that, okay? Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is in the metric system, but 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's all. And make sure it's preheated. Now let's get the saucepan. We're going to get our butter in there, so start melting it. That's a half a stick, and you need a full stick. Throw that in there, and we'll let that melt before we add the other stuff in. We set aside the sandwiches while I'm working on melting of this butter right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Put it right there. Yeah, we're working on melting that butter down. This is where we're going to ad-lib. They asked for a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. To me, it's a few shakes of that in. That is good. I just shake it in to get a little color. They said about a table and a half of Dijon mustard. What I do is just give it a nice little squeeze. About a squeeze and a half would do. That's fine. Because there's a lot of sandwiches you gotta make. Mix that in pretty well. poppy seeds, I'm going to go more accurate. Get a tablespoon, kind of scoop it in, one, and estimate a half. So 1 full one, 1 half, estimate it, that'd be fine. We're good there. And minced onions, I think it's the same thing, but I think it's a tablespoon of minced onions. So I think it's just 1 tablespoon of minced onions. So we'll just do 1 tablespoon of minced onions. That looks plenty. Okay. Mix it together. So it looks something like what you see right there. I don't know what you see right there, but there you go. What you see right there is what you get, okay? You pour the mixture evenly, best you can, over the sandwiches. Just pour very closely. I should have poured so you guys can see it. Just pour it very slowly over the sandwiches. Just go back and hit areas. So it looks almost like it's all been drenched. I probably get told, Chuck, you missed some spots. Look at that. And now, just scrape out what's left so you get all that goodness on the sandwich. Now, I saw in the video that they use a brush to brush it evenly. If you can do that if you want, but you don't really need to, because what you're doing is, I got the poppy seeds and all of that still where I want it. So I'll just leave it as is like that. So if it looks something like this, this is the idea of where you want it right there, okay? So you don't really need to add the brush. The brush was supposed to help move poppy seeds around and your onions and all that stuff. Now we throw it in the oven for 350 degrees. They said 20 minutes. So I don't know if I'm going to buy that or not, but we're going to throw it in there. It's got to bake for almost 20 minutes. So we'll check on the next clip. We're going to get it out of the oven. It's been 20 minutes already. We'll see what it looks like. It smells good. If it has smell-o-vision, you're going to see it's going to smell good. It's going to look something like, it's going to look something similar to this. See how the bun is somewhat toasted and that. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Actually, if you think it needs a few more minutes, no, put it back in for a few more minutes. If you think it's a little too soggy, put it back in a few more minutes, but you don't want to burn it, okay? Guys, I did manage to put it back in for a few more minutes. So now it looks a little bit darker on top, make it a little bit more crunchier, but not still soft enough to eat. Basically, 20 minutes is plenty of time. Like I said, all you have to do now is just slice it in between. So I don't know how accurate the bread is on the buns. As we continue to slice. As now we do our final, we did our 3 cuts. This is the 3rd and final cut down. So now we have cut them in squares. Now we'll just set this aside. Oh, cheesy! It's got a cheese pole. It's got a cheese pole. Yeah. get the paper plate, get a proper serving tool, proper one, and voila. It's going to fall apart. I'm telling you right now, it will fall apart. So you probably want to grab a couple. Probably best you let it cool. But I want it nice and hot, so it's probably best you let it cool. Okay, I'm going to eat these when it's hot. When it cools enough, I'll show you how it's supposed to be served. Guys, we kind of let them cool off a little better, so the reason I'm going like this, because the cheese has melted together, and it's cooled off enough, so we should have a good sandwich. So, just gotta make sure it's all nice and cut. And that's what it's supposed to look like. So it's grabbable like that. That's how you're supposed to grab them. Alright? So, yep. So I have my 3 hot ones. And now I got a properly handled sandwich with a little cheese melt to it still. But yep. Now it's easier to handle. That is it. I'm gonna have one more. These are good. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'll just grab the best looking sandwich I can find. Don't worry guys, we're gonna get Angie's reaction to this. But look at this. I think I outdid myself. A little soggy at the bottom, but that's gonna happen. But otherwise, oh my god, I outdone myself. Now we gotta get Angie's reaction. Somebody just came home, and she's gonna have her sandwiches. Her first reaction to Hawaiian ham and cheese sliders.
I need something to drink.
You need something to drink. You want a beer?
I don't have no beer.
I didn't open it for you, ma'am.
My...
Since you had a rough day. Now let's get your reaction.
Hold it.
Hold it for the first bite. What do you think?
Excellent.
Excellent?
Mm-hmm.
Nice flavor to everything? Nice crunch? Or it's not burnt, right? That's the main thing.
It's not burnt. They're delicious.
It's really good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got plenty. We got plenty. So, that's it, right? While you're eating, I'll wrap up the show, okay?
Okay.
So, if you really like these ham and cheese sandwiches sliders, this is how it's supposed to look out when it's cooled off. When it's cooled off, you slice it, and that's what it's supposed to look like, right there. So while you're eating, enjoying your lunch, we'll close off this video. Please like, share, subscribe, don't forget to subscribe to the notification bell, and hope you enjoy another cooking video.